The bad news is I don't even think I'm getting in this motherfucker ice.
Yeah, I mean, lockpicking's so hard now, dude. Out until they were kidded.
I'm happy you brought that up because that's been a topic of conversation where people feel like it should be like Rust or Ark, maybe, that when you log out, your character's body stays in the game. What's your opinion on that?
Nah, gross. Fuck that, dude. Here's the thing, right? So Rust sucks because it is this like never-ending grief cycle where it's like SCUM. I feel like I can play the game and enjoy it and take a day off from the game and still enjoy it, where it's like Rust is like, even when you're offline, your app's telling you that somebody's taking your shit, ruining your day away from it is ruined and salty because you know somebody's fucking you while you're trying to eat Taco Bell with the fam or whatever. You know what I mean?
Fucking sit at the dinner table, fucking.
Yeah, the idea of just like being logged in all the time, nah, that's insane. I go the opposite. You know what I think you should be able to do with vehicles? I think vehicles should be hard limited based on your squad. You know what I mean? And you actually can log out with a vehicle.
What do you mean? Like,
yeah, so like
the vehicle goes with you?
Log out with it. Yep.
Oh, shit.
Because they're so fundamental. You know what I mean? And they're so hard to find, and that would so yeah, that sucks, but that stops the hoarding, because the only way to take a vehicle out of the world is if you log out in it. You know what I mean? So if you look at how many vehicles are in the world, how many players even on a full server, there would be guaranteed vehicles still out and about. You know what I mean? Now, would people still be able to hoard them? Of course, it doesn't solve that, but yeah, I would not like my body to fucking continue to be in the world. Again, that would be a cool setting on a private, you know, for the private servers.
You don't mind me asking you a question? I'm loving, like, we're picking each other's brains here.
I love yeah, I'm you know, my background's in game dev. My hobby is dev biz, so I love it. If my worst moments in life are when I'm in a situation where I have to talk to somebody that doesn't want to talk about video games.
I feel you on that, bro. So talking about the, you know, logging off and bringing stuff with you, or, you know, the, you know, security, base building, raiding. Another topic in the SCUM community has really been about offline raiding. People kind of compare like Tarkov, like why people love Tarkov so much, because you have your own little hub and it's offline,
right.
and
you get to get away from the game. There's no penalty for going, you know, hey, I have a life or whatever, you know, all the buzzwords that people use of why video games, you know, they need a break. And it's like, I feel that. My thing is I have ADD, so sometimes I just need to play another game for like a day. And it's like, you know, being penalized for that, you know, sucks, because here's a theory, I guess, that is very relative to this, right? And maybe I would like to hear your opinion on this, okay? Video games and esports are a new relationship in the world of like business and even video games, right? But what has happened with esports is it's kind of like sunk into like every level of gaming, in that the idea of a game has been lost in the shuffle, that it's fun, right? Where it's almost looked at like a game has to be competitive on some level is more important than it being fun, right? And a lot of decisions are being made in the industry on big and small games, you know, I think with a little bit of some tainted bifocals on, where they're so caught up into this idea of leaderboards and the competitive nature of games that they're losing what the foundation of every game should be, in my opinion, which is, you know, fun. So like being able to step away from the game is important because it's more fun to be able to do that. Nobody can argue with that unless, you know, somebody is in a situation where they only play this game 24/7, and that, you know, is probably not healthy for anyone to do anything, only that thing 24/7. You know what I mean?
No, absolutely not. So that's why the conversation that has been brought up a lot in the SCUM community is like, you know, offline raiding, how it's a thing, and I agree. Video games, I tell people that all the time, like, yo, I just want everyone to have fun. When I come sit down here, content, no content, off stream, whatever, it don't matter. I want to be having fun. When I'm not having fun, that's a problem. You know what I mean? Like you can't you can't be sitting at your computer playing a video game for hours, a game that you love, and then it's becoming like a job, or you're like forcing yourself to be on because you're getting rated all the time. I don't know. I just,
and that's like the offline. The problem was with anything is like the issue is if everybody functioned at like a normal curve, right? Where it's like, okay, nobody's gonna be nuts and fucking live in this game 24/7. Then it's like offline rating and stuff. Yeah, you know, it could happen, but it's not the end of the world. But the problem is it encourages kind of post corrosive type of play style and player, because normally those players that are putting those kind of times in, that, you know, their whole thing is griefing other people and stuff, you know, that's, again, it's just, it's not healthy to not only cater to that but reward that play style, I guess, right? So for me, I would love to see a survival game have the nuts to do this, and it's a tech limitation more than anything, but it's not a tech limitation that's outside the realm of possibility, even on Unity or Unreal. Specifically, why is your base existing if you're not online? Like, if you build the base, the walls, the foundation, the flag, and all that shit, if I log out, why does my base still take up space in the game? Because as far as the game goes, I don't exist unless I'm in here. You know what I mean?
true, but
So
then
why
people
does my base
say,
exist? You know what I mean?
I can see people kind of counter argue that, like, oh, it's like if this was real life, you were sleeping, or I don't know.
No, 100%, right? But then it's like, that's where I always go. But again, it's like realism is still kind of a buzzword, right? Realism is fun to an extent, but again, it's like if realism is taking over things that are genuinely fundamentally either fun or affect the overall gameplay, then I think that realism is not, it should never rule the day necessarily. You know what I mean?
What do you think about rating windows? So there has been this game, I don't know if it was Conan Exiles, somebody in the community told me about that. There's this game that has like rating windows from 12 p.m. to freaking 10 p.m. or 8 p.m. you're allowed to raid in this video game. But outside of those rating hours, it's off and there's no ways of raiding. You think that will kind of help?
I mean, I think it's an interesting idea, right? Like, I see in different games try things like that, and, you know, to varying degrees of success. The problem is, you know, I feel like at a fundamental level is because the game doesn't quote unquote support it, right? You're on that buddy system handshake rule where we talked about that yesterday. You know, like I've seen servers where, you know, zone X, Y, and Z are non-rating zones and they're like PvE zones, right? It works because if the admins are there, right, and you always have, when somebody breaks that rule that's not clear and there's no indicator that they're breaking that rule outside of if they read the rules or not. I mean, so right, it's like, it's a headache, but I would, you know, in a perfect case scenario where everybody's on the same page, yeah, I mean, that is a good way to go about it. I think the thing about offline rating is I like the idea of a come up as much as the next person, right? But really, it's a lazy come up. You know, there's not a lot of gameplay in somebody not defending their shit, and while they're away and not in the game at all existing, just taking it all, right? Like, I know it's fun being the person taking that stuff, but there's really no positive, you know, if we're gonna do a plus and negative category, you know, put me a positive, find me one positive for the person that's getting rated offline, you know what I mean, in a gameplay experience, from it being a positive gameplay experience to like absolute shit gameplay experience. There's just nothing, you know, it's a one-sided, I guess, trade. If you die in a gunfight and somebody loots you, that's okay. You died with your boots on, you had a chance. But, you know, the offline aspect, I think, is always going to be hard to square with people. And I think it alienates a huge community because we're streamers and most of the people that watch us are hardcore gamers. They're on Twitch and we're streaming and we're playing every day. But there's a huge audience that just, one of the biggest things that scares them about PC gaming and new titles is time investment, right? And that online will always be a crux for games like Rust and shit like that. Look at the popularity that Rust got and the attention that it got. And, you know, look at the overall, you know, look at how far it's fallen already, and those numbers are just falling by the day. That shows that there's a fundamental issue with that core mechanic. You know what I mean?
To be able to get that attention and not grasp it, and like you said, it's just, I literally looked at it the other day, had like 10K views, which is amazing, but
no, it's great, but it's like not from where it was, because what happened was it was really fun watching all those creators play the game in a quote unquote refereed environment, but that is not the experience that everybody else gets when they jump on Rust. You know what I mean?
So another question, why do you think at this time SCUM hardcore play is not popular like other? Because there are options to take off your map as a private server owner, just like it's an option to put it in a first person only.
Oh yeah, and I tried the first person only thing, you know, and it's like, you know, it's always hard to get traction on a server, but it's like there was just, you know, I had like 1 or 2 guys that were like, this is sweet. And
hey sir, thank you for the 300 bits, man.
And you know, I don't know, you know, that's one of those things that I think we talked about it a little bit yesterday. As far as first person goes, I think people want to see their character.
But kind of like just thinking about it now while we're talking, and I could change my mind, like, you know, later in the day, but I kind of think like taking the flag over ASAP is kind of better than 24 hours waiting. I don't know. I think
because it's over, it's done with, and then everybody moves on. When now you're adding, like, it's an excruciating thing to lose your base, and now you're adding this 24 hours of most likely getting kill griefed and feeling like you might have a chance to get your shit back. And so when I'm going, we're weighing what's fun, and it doesn't really seem that fun. It's fun for one side, and even is it even that fun for one side? Just shooting the Bambi that's trying to get back to his storage boxes or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, it's
kind of like the base rating, the offline thing, right?
Yeah.
On what's more fun, you know, for both sides? Actively attacking a base that's being defended, and then either getting in or not getting in, or just taking somebody's shit while they're offline.
I kind of feel like the takeover, like ASAP,
right? Because it's active. You're both sides are playing the game and the gunplay and all the stuff. Like all these systems are getting utilized, and that's fun. And so that's where base rating is fucking awesome. But what the problem is, the offline base rate is the easy come up. So more people, because of the way the system's set up, they put more of their time into offline base rating. It's probably a lot rarer to see people actually openly fighting for a base.
Yeah, and those are the best times. Those are the best moments in SCUM.
So what about if somebody's offline, there's just a box, like just walls, that you know is like an indicator that this is an offline base. It's just walls take up the spot where the base is, so nobody can get in there. You just can't get in there.
Or maybe if like the takeover thing is an ASAP thing, or they lower the timer, it's like 8 hours. Let's just say if it's like ASAP, you touch the flag and it's ASAP.
Right.
But if you're the squad leader of the base, and the squad leader logs off, say if you're in a squad, the flag logs off with you, so you can't get offline rated. You can get all your shit taken, all your loot and stuff like that, but your base and the territory and the land it's on won't go with it. I'm just speaking. Right. I'm just thinking outside the box and speaking off the top of my head.
Yeah. I also would like to. One of the hardest rules as an admin again, and one of the biggest trolly things that people do to each other, is if they raid a base, they rot shit. Right? They throw it out of the boxes.
They cut it up, cut the boxes up.
Yeah. I wish there was a way that, like, I don't know if it, I mean, there is a way in coding, there's always a way, right? Basically a flag that says this box is in this flag region, which belongs to this person. The game has all this knowledge already. Basically, if it's taken out of a box, it stays on the same thing as a box as long as the flag is active. You know what I mean? So it would fix a few issues. One, people couldn't just come into your base and unload all your shit to rot it. And two, you could have like lanterns and radios and shit out, and they wouldn't just fucking disappear randomly.
True.
You know what I mean? Where it's like you have to basically flag it by putting into a box you own in a flagged region you own, and then from there it understands that as long as that flag exists and it's in that region, that thing lasts as long as it would if it was inside of a box. You could decorate and shit more, you know? You could have stuff out.
Man, I've seen some, talk about decorating, I've seen some Steam community screenshots of this game, and Man.
Oh, it's crazy, right? WildStar, one of their big things from an MMO standpoint, is that this crazy housing thing, and people would submit their creations, and it was nuts, dude. It was nuts, and it was a really cool, you know, some people are just really into that, you know? And the issue that Scum has is the way loot is cleaned up. But I think if they could do that within the flag regions, it would be kind of a cool thing, you know what I mean?
All these fucking doors are open too. What the
That's
fuck?
what I'm saying, every town. All right, so we're gonna guess. We're going to take the variable that I think every server resets at 5 a.m. my time and 5 p.m. my time. So it doesn't matter what the region is. I think it's a GMT thing. It just happens to be, you know, that's the time in my region. So I think that's why everything looks open, right? Because think about it. It's been almost 12 hours or 10 hours. Yeah.
Yeah, which is, I think, sucks. I don't think, like, someone opened these doors 10 hours ago, they should still be open, you know? I feel. King Lizard, thank you for the follow. Thank you guys again for all the bits. I appreciate that.
But it gives me hope that we're just, dude, this is one of those times where we're about to just walk up on somebody. Oh, hold up. These sunflower seeds, those are for your boy.
I respect it.
You want some on these? Dude, the sunflower seeds are good, dude. That's protein and shit. I don't like when my guy cries about being hungry. You know what I mean? Dude, I adopted this guy for $1 a day, dude. He's a Desert Storm survivor. Just fucking feed him sunflower seeds and shit. Is this a piss push, bro?
Hell yeah. Got mark our territory. They know we were here. Alright, so this town that we have to cross... Oh shit, I'm fucking floating like Jesus. Do you see me?
What, are you floating? No, on my screen you're fine.
I'm like fucking walking on water. Like my character's just standing and I'm moving. Like I'm fucking levitating.
Oh, you're just like, yeah, like you're on one of those hoverboard things, dude.
Yeah, this is pretty wild. I'm gonna see how long I could last like this.
It'll probably stay like that till you switch anims, I would think, right?
Alright, so we ain't switching. I'm gonna go all the way to the bunker like this.
Yeah, dude, just hoverboard, bro. So if my math's correct then, so if the official servers are default settings on G-Portal, that means that there's only 25 four-door cars available on the map at any time.
Yes, with the new settings, yes.
That's not a lot of cars, dude. Full server, 64 people. Think about that. And that's what, 15 ATVs and like 15 tractors, or is it 20 of each of those? I'd have to look.
Bro, this shit is wild. My character's fucking...
Yeah, it's funny. On my screen, dude, you're just cruising, bro. Looking like a normal motherfucker.
If we see somebody, I'm gonna walk up to them and tell them I'm Jesus. Ah, Jesus Christ, Shy, what's going on? Over here. Go into this bush. Hopefully I don't blow up.
Dude, if we blow up together, bud.
Oh my god, you hear that guy? You hear the fucking puppet laughing?
Yeah, hopefully he's inside.
Alright, so once this mech turns back around, we're gonna slow jog. The bunker's right below us. The entrance.
Come on.
Oh, bunker door's open. Ooh. Someone might be here. This door is closed.
Yeah.
So have you done the wire cutter thing in the skill box yet, or?
No, but I've done the wire cutter practice thingy, and I just saw that trap yesterday. I mean, well, you know, how hard can it be? Clippy, you know?
Yeah, it's pretty similar. So basically, every time you fail that, though, after 2 times, the time gets cut short and zombies drop down. I think same thing with me with the lock picking. So we're gonna probably be dealing.
We need to be ready to smash some zombies with the sledges.
Yeah, I put my graphic settings to low because I'm just having a feeling that we're gonna get a bunch of zombies on us. So
okay.
That's
Wait,
my
zombies?
advice.
I thought they were puppets.
Oh shit.
Oh
See?
shit.
I slipped up. Fuck.
I know, right? It's my influence, dude. All right, let's get this shit.
All right.
Dude, I mean, what could go wrong? You know?
Fuck. All right. 3, 2, 1. Here we go.
How dare you enter my lair, scumbags? Oh,
shit, it's coming.
just kidding. No reason to be afraid.
All right. You could do this one right here, the first one.
Okay.
This
You got to get the doors open before I can start lock picking.
Who lives and who gets horribly mutilated. Rules are simple. You have 15 minutes to acquire
It's okay, it's okay.
as you can. One wrong step though, and you better start running. It's
All
a
right, it's
Killbox.
good. It's 3 times, 3 times charm.
I'm gonna take care of the puppets. So try my best to.
All right. The first one didn't go so hot. I'm gonna help you with the pups.
It's okay. We got time. We got 12 minutes.
All right, you're good. You're good. I'm gonna try the next one here.
Yeah. Switch it up.
Whatever you did, it ain't
What?
good. Go cry somewhere else.
Watch out, Ice. Oh fuck. You got
Hey, I got this
open.
one. Holy shit.
Nice, bro.
Oh my goodness. All right, we're good. I got my sledge.
You got the armor guy.
Yeah, I got him.
Okay, I'm gonna try to start lock picking here. You know what, chat? This is not nuts. I've been training the last 2 days for this fucking moment, chat.
The Killbox is brought to you by the Tech One Corporation. It's getting
zombie?
a bit boring.
Oh fuck.
Here, have a bit of entertainment.
Oh fuck. The bad news is I don't even think I'm getting in this motherfucking Ice.
Yeah, I mean, lockpicking's so hard now, dude. So was there loot in the tertiary part right there? Is it worth us getting into the other ones with the wire cutter?
You could try. I got it! I got it open! I got it open!
Oh, dude, I believed in you all along, bro. All right, what's in here? Heal. You're bleeding like a sieve.
Oh, bro.
All right, let's see what's in here. Prisoner safety is a standard
Whoa!
cared for deeply in Tech 1. They say the more the merrier. So let's.
I got
take it
one
apart.
screwdriver left, bro.
Dude, what did you get? I got a katana blade, bro.
I got this black ghillie suit. Look at me.
Oh, shit. Murdered out, bro. All right, that's pretty sweet. All right, that was cool. You still got some Scrooges? You want me to try another one? We got a $5 left.
Yeah, fuck it. Try
This place is about to get smoked. Get out while you still.
Yeah,
have
try
a
another
chance.
one.
Or at least
I think.
a gas mask.
Fuck it, right?
Oh, shit. We're gonna get hurt. I think.
get us out.
Are you dying?
Yeah, I'm down. I don't have a gas mask.
All right, I'm gonna hit the button. That means we're leaving.
All right. That's good.
30 seconds left.
Hey, that was fun, though, dude. Woo! All right, so you get 5 minutes before the gas, not 10 minutes before the gas.
Here come the lasers.
I feel bad, man. I fucked up on that lock.
What do you feel bad about, dude? We gotta look at this sweet shit we got, dude.
That was a GG, though. Holy shit.
Yeah, that was fun, man.